Hi, this is Dusty from Dennison Media Technology Services, a division of ITS, and today I'm in Barney-Davis Boardroom to show you some of the technology upgrades that took place during the winter break of the 2017-2018 academic year. Now, obviously, as I'm recording this, the technology's been here for a little while now, but we thought it would be important to go over some of the new features and some of the things that might be a little more specific to Barney-Davis Boardroom. So the first thing I'd like to point out is that there is no longer a traditional podium. There used to be a large wooden podium in here that kind of rolled around and had a big cable umbilical coming in and out of it. But we noticed that with the different types of room setups that it would be probably a good idea that we worked with the Learning Spaces Committee to figure out kind of an alternate setup for the technology in this space. So if we walk over here to the cabinet, all of our equipment is actually in the cabinet that's built into the wall here. So if we open up this first door, you'll see we have two wireless microphone receivers and then all the pieces of our Extron switching system. And in the left-hand cabinet, we have a couple more devices. Our Via Go from Kramer, which is for wireless display connectivity. I can link the tutorial for that in this video as well. And then we also have our Blu-ray disc player, which also plays standard DVDs. And in the bottom here, we have microphones. You could either choose between using two wireless handhelds or two wireless lapel mics. And we have a remote for a really neat thing, which is a ceiling-mounted document camera that I'll show you in just a few minutes. On top of the podium here, we have one of our HP all-in-one PCs, our laptop connections, which include VGA, HDMI, Mini DisplayPort Thunderbolt 2, as well as USB-C, which supports DisplayPort alternate mode as well as Thunderbolt 3. And then we have our touch panel like you've seen in many of our digital spaces. So you'll notice that as you look around there, you may not see the screen already down, you may not see the projector already out. That's because they're motorized and mounted in the ceiling. But if we press our power button, that'll start launching things for us and giving us the correct prompts. However, if you're just using audio in the room, you could just hit the audio control button and access microphone audio and program audio, which would be things like your computer and so on. So if we hit this power button, it's telling us that the PC is currently selected, but our display is off and muted. If we press display on, you'll notice now that the screen is dropping, and right above my camera here, the projector is dropping. One of the upgrades in this room was putting an HD laser projector in this space, which is our new standard in e-classrooms. It's going to give you a great image throughout. On the touch panel here at the top, we could select PC, which is turned off right now. We could select any one of our laptop connections, the Blu-ray player, or the Via, which let's go ahead and take a look at the Via for now. So again, the Via is our wireless display option. So if you don't want to plug in cables or dongles, you just want to get your computer or your smart device to the display, all you need to do is select Via on the touch panel, follow the prompts, and again, we'll get you a link to that tutorial video in this one. Something that's very unique to this space is going to be that ceiling-mounted document camera that I mentioned to you. So if we press Doc Cam, you'll see the image here on the screen. Our document camera is actually right up here, right at the corner of the drop ceiling. Now, on our touch panel, we can select some controls for the document camera about freezing the image, pan, tilt, zoom, focus, and iris. But if you're at the podium or you're walking around the room, you're more than welcome to use the remote. So as you can see, the up, the down, the left, and right. You also have a slow zoom. Or a fast zoom. And again, you could aim it wherever you'd like. That way, it's up, it's out of the way, but you still get the same usability that you get with a regular document camera, but no cables to mess with, everything's out of the way. And again, we keep that remote right down here in the drawer with the microphones. Also on the touch panel, we have some other options, including screen control and lighting control. If we go to lighting control, you could select a number of presets for the room. We still have the standard preset switches here on the wall behind the screen if you would like to use those as well as the ones that are in the entryway. So those haven't changed, it's just now you could access them on the Extron touch panel as well. And as always, on the bottom right, you could always get to the microphone control here on the touch panel as well. As always, when you're done in the room, just like in any e-classroom or auditorium here, you want to make sure you sign out or log out of the PC if you're logged in here. And then you can press System Off and it'll shut everything down for you. So when we hit Power Down, the projector will go back up into the ceiling. The screen will go back up into its casing and you're all set. So again, we have VIA connectivity in here. We have 4 different types of laptop hard connection type options, HD projection, lighting control, microphones, and a little more intuitive and versatile space. If you have any questions, please contact the ITS Help Desk.